Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh no, there's a zombie! Too bad for him, I have a sword, he will be slashed. Oh no, now I'm bored. Bye-bye zombie. My plaything is gone. Actually, don't treat the undead like playthings. That is how you get, like, runaway zombie problems. You know, much like those featured in every zombie movie ever. In, worldwide zombie news today, the inventor of the zombie film genre, George A. Romero, passed away today. He was reasonably old. He was old enough to have created Night of the Living Dead, which kicked everything off. And I remember, my fondest memory of Night of the Living Dead was when I was in college. I was staying at college over one of the breaks, and there was a flyer for a movie night at the Philosophy and Fine Arts Dorm for people who were going to be there on the break or during the break and didn't have travel plans. And I was just like, oh, hey, Night of the Living Dead and Final Destination. You know, oh, that seems good. And it was really, I didn't really know anyone, but everybody was really welcoming. And the movie started, and everybody starts making fun of the movie like it's Mystery Science Theater 3000, you know, yelling things along with it. And I hadn't seen the movie before, but, you know, I love Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's not my dorm. I'm just a freshman there on, it's like fall break. Vanderbilt has this really early fall break that's like in October. It's super early, and it's only like 2 days. It's really awkward. I'm not sure what the original intent of it was. But anyway, so I was like, I'm not going home for fall break. This is right at the beginning of the school year, and I don't have money to travel. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, let's go to somewhere awesome. And I'm like, how do you have money to just get on a plane, like, a month after you started college or 2 months after you started college? Like, I'm paying for college with all my money, you know, but whatever. Anyway, so, they start making fun of the movie, and I'm like, oh, these people are pretty fun. But I knew that maybe I had found a place where I could live in the future. Because the Philosophy and Fine Art dorm is, like, application only. But I knew I'd found a place where I could live in the future when we were watching Night of the Living Dead. And there's a part where the little girl kills one of the grown-ups. And somebody in the crowd yells, you know, they're just gonna blame Doom for that. And I thought, oh, that's funny, you know, Doom is a video game. For those of you who are tiny toddlers who are watching this show, Doom is a video game from a long time ago that was decried for its violence, and people were blaming all sort of violent activity by children on the video game Doom. Which is about, the idea is that the government has this experimental base on Mars, and they accidentally open a portal to hell while trying to devise, like, new ways of harnessing energy or something. The plot wasn't especially important to Doom, but yeah, government opens a portal to hell is the core concept of Doom, and somehow it got blamed for all this violence and stuff. But anyway, so then the next movie we're watching is called Final Destination, and it's about this crew. Now, I'm going to botch the plot of this because I have not seen it for so long, but it's about this crew of people that receives a distress call from this ship, and all sorts of creepy stuff is happening on the ship. Oh, it's a spaceship. I should say spaceship, not just ship, because some ships go on the ocean. It's scary. They have sails. But anyway, so we're watching this next movie, Final Destination, and it's also a horror movie, but it's set in space instead of, like, in America. Although, I guess some parts of America are in space eventually in most settings that are written by Americans. But anyway, so they can't figure out why all this creepy stuff is happening on board this ship. And, you know, people on the rescue team keep getting attacked or killed or whatever. And finally, one of them is able to decrypt the logs on the computer and is just like, wow, it looks like they parked this ship next to a black hole because they were hoping to open a gateway to hell. And then, you know, the same guy who had yelled in the earlier movie shouts out, I guess it is fair to blame Doom for that one. But anyway, I don't know. I just thought, like, these are good people. I could live with these people. And I did for 3 more years, or 3 years after that. Living in the Philosophy and Fine Arts dorm in college was definitely a very positive, formative experience for me. If you guys have the opportunity to live in some sort of curated space in college, I think that's one of the biggest opportunities that college offers that you can't get, or like you can learn a lot of the things that you learn in college out in the working world, but living in a philosophy and fine arts dorm or a foreign language and culture dorm, something like that, can really expose you to things that aren't part of your normal course of study. Like, yeah, the point of college is to learn about things that aren't necessarily in your way, while also learning the things that you need to learn. Like, incidental opportunities are great. But anyway, so where was I? I'm just over here turning mountains into molehills such that I can cover all of this area with a wonderful grassy courtyard. And eventually some of the dirt will grow into grass too. It was just a good place to be, and really prepared me to critically evaluate other people's viewpoints in a way that I wouldn't necessarily have coming out of high school. Like, when you go to high school, you have, like, your town has a certain perspective, or your family, or whatever, and you're around it all the time. And even though there's opportunities to learn from other people there, the being away from home element of college really gives you an opportunity to make a decision for yourself, to surround yourself with identically or like-minded people, or to surround yourself with people who are from different backgrounds. And even though, like, the idea of a philosophy and fine arts dorm, everybody is going to have different philosophies or different artistic backgrounds. So, I don't know. It's just something to look into if you're headed to college anytime soon, looking for a university that offers an opportunity like that. But if you do happen to end up at Vanderbilt, my alma mater, you can do a lot worse than living in McGill Hall. And highly recommend it. But anyway, where was I? Incessantly gardening. I think that this is... I guess I'm more courtyardening or court metering, because Minecraft is on the metric system. But whatever, it's fine. I might as well just keep going. Time skip. Well, as you can see, night has fallen, but the moon is rising. The night on Hermitcraft is a time of contradictions. But you know what we're going to do? We are going to make things simpler. We're just going to make them black and white. Actually, we're going to make them a lot of shades of gray by starting to throw down some of the blocks that we need. Whoops, that one was completely unnecessary. To get our walls set up facing toward Mumbo's base. Well, that's how you die. That's how you fall off a thing and then suffocate in Minecraft. Things we don't want to do include every part of falling off something and suffocating. Oh, this is interesting. So this one is actually going to face 2 ways. Huh, I didn't think about that. So what I'm doing on the walls facing Mumbo's here is I'm just setting down the base layer of black concrete powder. And then once I get that in, I'll add the dark gray and the light gray, and then the blocks in front of it. So this is going to take some time to get in place. I'm going to go ahead and time skip through it for you, but I just wanted to let you know that there is a plan. I am the man with it. It's not the best plan. It will probably go horribly or hilariously, but whatever. You know what? That's why we're here, to see how these things go. Time skip. Check this out. This is looking a lot better already. I put in the back wall partially on one of the sides, as well as the black and dark gray components up to here. So this is gonna be a lot of work. I need more stuff. I always need more stuff. Right now, the thing I need more of is sand. So I think that we're gonna go ahead and try to find some, like, low-hanging sand-related fruit to go harvest. I kind of didn't want to harvest out a bunch of the sand from the bay in order to do this build. I wanted to kind of leave as much of the harbor intact as possible. Like these little walls here, I don't want to just steal all that sand. But at the same time, it's like I need so much sand. What I need... Well, maybe I want to keep this sand, because this is scenic sand. This is tourist sand. Look at how many pigs are here for this sand. Like, but maybe some of this sand further back here I could redevelop Oh, I do need to harvest this for the books. I'm going to need so many books for all these builds. So, yeah, reading can take you places. I know I say that like all the time, but that pun never gets old to me. Because I'm an old person. My daughter asks me sometimes, like, are you old? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a lot older than you. And she's like, well, sometimes old people die from being old. And I'm like, I'm not that old. Don't worry. But anyway, yeah, here we go. Like, it seems like if I could clear out some of this sand on these hills here, that would be a lot easier than going to a mining mesa. Although maybe I should just find a mining, not mesa. I think there's a mining desert somewhere near the mining mesa. So, like, part of me wants to use locally sourced materials. So I can be like, look at how the bay itself has been shaped by the build. You know, I removed this sand to build those walls. But I don't know. I like how the bay looks. That's one of the reasons I built here too. So it's kind of cool if I can be like, oh, this entire island is gone now because I needed sand to build those walls. But like, I like this island. I don't know. Competing feelings. I was gonna say, where'd my boat go? I've wandered here. Of course, I have boats everywhere though. So let's just go find one of them and then wander back. I mean, I do need to go adventure some, because I can't just keep building walls all the time and then never connecting with others. That's how emotional stuntedness starts. So, I need to maybe build walls around myself while also reaching out to others. You know, like in a game with fortresses and trade, like Team Fortress or Civilization. Let's actually plant more of these. People told me you can plant these on grass now. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that. Thank you for your comments, commenters. I've been playing this game since October of 2010, and so I, like, don't know the things that were added in 2012. Sorry, guys.
Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. That's Joe Hills.
As you can see, we are currently running through the Nether in search of Asuma's base. Well, the searching for Asuma's base part might not be obvious, but there's a second shovel here, in addition to Sandy, a fine shovel. Now, I don't know a lot about Asuma's base, or how to get there, but I do know it's generally this way past False's base. That doesn't necessarily mean that this tunnel continues to False's base. Up to Asuma Mining Desert Portal. It says up, so yeah, let's try that. Let's try going up to Asuma. That's exactly where I want to go, because I need all the sand I can get. I got plenty of gravel from the gravel hills near my base, but not enough sand to complete this out. So the plus side is that we get to see Asuma's new portal room. Whoa. Okay, yeah, this is pretty sweet. And he said go through the one on the right and to go to the third portal. So we're gonna, that was the first one, I'm guessing. But yeah, that lava room is awesome. You should check out Asuma's videos. They're on the YouTube. Third one. End portal and mining desert. Well, let's try this. Okay, so here we are. Wow, okay, so we've already got like a dark cavern down there. That's creepy. Don't love that. Let's just put it, maybe it's dark for a reason. So this seems to go down and, okay, every part of this just looks like a bad idea. Let's go see if there's an additional portal that goes out somewhere higher up, because this just feels like a dangerous place to be in. Oh, wait. Maybe if I just go straight up these stairs, I will dead end out. Is this a secret switch door? This looks like some sort of secret switch door. Didn't bring a redstone torch with me, though. Okay. We're just gonna go this way, then. A lot of dead ends, a lot of darkness. Yeah. I'm thinking we'll go look for another portal. Wait. Oh, that's just that door. Dang it. Okay. Mystery solved. Whoa, somehow I'm on fire now. I don't understand how. Do not enjoy that. Okay. So this is the way I came from. So that means if I want to continue... How did I get on fire? This is so weird. Well, let's go ahead and see if there is a third portal here. This continuing to be on fire thing is not enjoyable, though. I do not love it. But at least that seems to have ceased. Let's see what this sign says now. Mining desert. Excellent. I'll take it. Oh, I hope there is a, what do you call it? Ender box here, ender chest, so I can dump extra sand in it. That would be super helpful. But if not, I mean, I'll just grab everything I can carry. Oh, cool, he put it inside one of these trapped rooms where you fall in the pit. Those are fun. Okay. Little temple action going on here. Got a symbol representing peace in our time. And another one that means that our long national nightmare is over. Very classy, Asuma. You know, using runes to demonstrate knowledge and convey meaning. So, this apparently is the mining desert, and not the mined-out desert. Probably shouldn't just take sand out of chests unless there's a sign that says, please take sand from chests. But as far as I can tell, there's not any sand to take from the chests. So we are going to go this way and see what Mumbo and Jevin and Asuma and everybody left us. Is there any sand left to mine? I mean, there's some, like, in the cracks here, but that's not really the optimal way to gather sand. It's, okay, like, going to the top of that and cutting it down piece by piece might be a little bit faster. Or, like, wiping out this little island. Sorry, little island. You had your day, but here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Wait, no. Day is gone. Gone the sun. Little island, your time is done. Now the water begins to run, flowing over you as I shovel through you. But that's okay, because one day you will be reborn as concrete powder, forged into a wall so great that they'll be talking about it in China. It will be excellent beyond compare, or at least I will pretend it is, so there. Bye-bye, Sand Island. Goodbye to you. This is like a dirge, although before you're technically through, I don't know if that counts as a dirge, per se. But bye-bye, Sandy Island. Today was your last day. Well, having cleared out that tiny island and Hilltop removed this good chunk of this island, we've got plenty of sand now. But can we make it back before the sun? You know, it's one of those things where a lot of times in racing games, you're racing against like other cars or airplanes or dirigibles or sailboats or speedboats or hoverboats or hoverplanes or hover cars. But you know what? In Minecraft, our constant enemy, we're racing against the sun. Because as soon as that sun sets, who knows what will get unleashed upon us. You know what? I don't want to find out. Asuma has a bunch of runes on the outside of this building that warn us about terrible things, and I'm going to accept that warning. He's the expert. This is his area. Let's just listen. You know, local knowledge can be invaluable. Also, this is like a really silly way to build this, but okay. We can fix this bridge later. What we need to do right now is get all of our sand home. So, here we go. Hopefully returning safely. Safely through the nether. Hopefully return in unharmed. Or at least a little better than deader. I realized when I got to Asuma's hub that I could store a bunch of sand in his ender chest, come back, grab a bunch more sand, then go through his end portal, signed portal here. Now if I can find the actual portal to the end, which is a big if, I wandered around there earlier, didn't find it, but if I can find that portal, which presumably he's like lit up the route to, but this doesn't look like it's it. But if I can find the room it's in, then that will give me a huge edge on actually getting back to my house quickly. I found it! See, that wasn't so bad. Great, so then we just hop up here and jump through. Save myself a massive trip through the nether. Well, as long as I don't die in the end here. In which case, I'm going to have to run through the nether to the end portal to get my stuff back. So let's just not look at the Enderman, not look at the Enderman, not look at the Enderman. Everything's cool, guys. Stay in school, guys. Do you want to play pool, guys? I'm a billiards wizard. No, I'm just kidding. Bye-bye. They never caught my clever lie about my 8-ball skills. That's just me, the roguish, the runaway, the lucky Joe Hills. So, off we go. Boom! Stuck the landing. We got all the sanding that we're going to need. Actually, we're going to keep 4 of these here. And grab 4 things of gravel. So we can start getting our dyes put together. Let's build walls everywhere. And lots of drops, I think. I think that this dripping feel here is good. It seems like audio. It seems like mountains. It seems like cities. It can strike your eye and make you pity the vampire living inside the walls. It can inspire you to want to conquer him. I think it will do plenty for us. Now, I do want to see what it does for our neighbor. You know, Mumbo, our neighbor to the northwest here, is... no, I guess he's northeast. Neighbor to the... yeah, that's northeast. He has a good view of this, and I want to make sure that it is not a eyesore for him. I want it to be an eye... what's the opposite of a sore? What's something happens to your body that you get excited about? I want this to be an eye tattoo for him, or an eye piercing, an eye modification that inspires him with my individuality. I'm just going to project who I am into his retina. So let's go ahead over this way a little bit. But yeah, just for sailors passing by, this is already so much cooler. This is like, I love having an idea and then seeing it like executed and actually having it come together and work well. I almost don't want to cover this with the blockest blocks anymore. Okay, so I backed up to over by Mumbo's base, and it pretty much just looks the same as it did over there, but more ominous on account of the lightning, which, you know, I'll take it. That's good for me, I guess, and hopefully good for his viewers. Don't want to be wrecking his backgrounds. That's not neighborly. So, anyway, we should probably get inside because of all this lightning. Being out in the open waters is not a safe idea. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.